The little girl stared at the washing machine spinning for 5 hours every day. When her mother opened the lid, she collapsed. The small kitchen quietly welcomed the morning with golden sunlight streaming through the old floral curtain. Clara poured milk into a glass, her eyes still fixed on her 7-year-old daughter sitting neatly on a chair, hands resting properly on her lap, her face strangely calm. The bedroom door swung open. Ray stepped out, his shirt crisply ironed, a light gray tie snug around his neck. He glanced at the mother and daughter before sitting down at the table. "What time is it?" "Almost 8. I just made breakfast." Lucy gently set her glass of milk down, silently left the dining table, and disappeared into the corner of the living room, where the washing machine was thumping steadily. "She's sitting there again. Maybe she just likes watching it spin, she's a kid." Ray frowned. "Kids shouldn't sit in front of the washing machine. Do you know how dangerous electromagnetic waves are? I'll tell her to stay away." "No. I'll install a warning sign nearby. I've said it many times, everything must be in order. This house cannot become a mess." Clara stayed silent. Ray placed his phone on the table, his eyes flicking to the screen. "The kitchen camera's been glitching. I'll fix it tonight. Don't leave the kitchen lights too bright, it ruins the recording quality." "Recording? I thought the camera was just for security." "You still don't get it. These days, you have to be careful. There are perverts everywhere. If necessary, I'll protect you and the kid by any means." Lucy was still sitting in front of the washing machine, her eyes fixed on the spinning round glass door. "Clara, haven't seen you in a while. How's Lucy doing these days?" Old Mrs. Martha, the downstairs neighbor, flashed a toothless smile when she saw Clara standing in the hallway. "Well, we've been a bit busy. Lucy still goes to school regularly, just a little quieter than before. She's a good kid. But the other day, I saw her sitting alone in the hallway the entire afternoon. She didn't speak, didn't smile, just hugged her pillow and stared at the stairs. It worried me." "Where was this?" "Near the circuit breaker, on the first floor. I called her several times, but she didn't answer. When I tried to go closer, she suddenly ran off." Clara fell silent. "Thank you, ma'am. I'll keep a closer eye on her. Clara, if you need anything, just call me." "Ray, well, he seems mature and all, but I still feel there's something, a little cold about him." Clara pressed her lips together, nodded her thanks, and quickly walked back home. "Were you at the stairs earlier, Lucy?" "No, I didn't go anywhere." "Did you go outside by yourself that day?" I don't remember." Clara looked deep into her child's eyes and saw an invisible emptiness. "Are you hiding something from Mommy?" Lucy bit her lip, her voice as small as a mosquito. "I'm not supposed to say." "Who told you not to speak?" I don't remember." The door burst open. Ray stood there, arms crossed. "What are you two talking about?" "I was just asking Lucy about school." "Let me do the asking." He stepped closer to Lucy, his voice firm. "Who dropped the towel on the floor yesterday and didn't hang it back up?" Lucy shrank back. "I'm sorry. How many times now? I've told you must put things back after using them. That's how you build discipline. You don't want to grow up careless, do you?" Clara stepped between them. "Ray, I dropped the towel. I forgot to pick it up. You're always covering for her. You're ruining the child." Lucy lowered her head, her hands clutching the hem of her dress. "Mom, can I sit here for a bit?" "It's cold here, sweetheart. Go to your room." "I like sitting here." The washing machine kept spinning, like a trance. Clara draped a robe over Lucy. "Why do you like sitting here?" "It spins and spins, makes me forget." "Forget what?" "Forget the knocking." "What knocking?" "In the bathroom. There's knocking, and someone talking. Clara froze. What did you hear? Lucy looked up, afraid. A deep voice, whispering. I couldn't make it out, but every time the voice comes, the machine gets louder. Clara tightened her grip on her daughter's shoulders. One morning, while Clara was preparing lunch for Lucy, she heard soft footsteps in the bathroom. Ray. Are you home? No answer. She walked over and opened the door. The room was empty. But on the floor was a neatly folded, spotless towel. Lucy peeked her head in from the living room. Mom. I cleaned it. Who told you to do that? Lucy lowered her head. I cleaned it myself. If it's clean, then the voice won't talk anymore. Sweetheart, no one can make you do anything. You don't have to clean. But, if it's not clean, Ray will. Clara went silent. Are you afraid of Ray? Lucy didn't answer. Where are you going? I'm taking Lucy to a therapist. Ray flipped his newspaper. Waste of money. The kid just needs discipline. She's been too quiet. She doesn't talk to friends, doesn't smile, doesn't sing. I'm worried. Ray narrowed his eyes. Are you implying I did something wrong? No. I just want to understand her better. Ray stood up, walked to the cabinet, and grabbed his phone. If you've made up your mind, fine. But I'll be installing another camera in the hallway. Lately, Lucy seems to be going out alone more often. You can't just put cameras everywhere. You want our kid to get kidnapped. I'm doing this to protect us. Lucy, are you okay? I'm Dr. Teresa. You can tell me anything. Lucy stayed silent. Do you like drawing? The girl nodded slightly. Teresa handed her paper and colored pencils. Lucy began to draw, a gray room, with a huge washing machine in the center, and inside it, an eye. What is this, Lucy? It watches me, all the time. Teresa looked up at Clara. She shows signs of avoidance and fear. But we can't conclude anything yet. I recommend continued observation and a stable environment for her. But, what if something's wrong? Then we'll need to intervene. But for now, let her feel loved. That night, Clara walked through the hallway and saw Ray sitting alone, intently watching his phone screen. What are you doing? Checking the cameras. There seems to be a problem with the kitchen one. Do you have to check every hour? You wouldn't understand. Once something bad happens, it's too late to regret. Clara turned away. Lucy was slumped in front of the washing machine, her head resting on the glass door, her eyes lifeless. Sweetie, come sleep now. It opened its eye again. Did you see it, Mom? Clara couldn't say anything. Lucy, come here. I bought you a new set of colors. Thank you, Mom. Clara placed the box on the table. Lucy glanced at it, then lowered her head. Don't you want to draw? I don't know what to draw. Draw anything you like. Flowers, blue skies, friends. I don't have friends. Clara fell silent. Dr. Teresa said you just need a little time. Mommy believes you'll be okay. Lucy didn't respond. She turned her head toward the bathroom. I want to sit there for a while. No, sweetheart. It's too cold. Come to Mommy's room, I'll tell you a story. Mom, that eye is still open. There's no eye, Lucy. You're just imagining it. No. It's watching. Every time the machine spins. Clara pulled her daughter close into her arms. I promise, I will protect you. Ray came home late that night. His shirt was speckled with a few drops of rain, his face tense. The washing machine wasn't spinning evenly today. Did you put something inside it? No. I didn't use the machine all day. Ray sat down on a chair and opened the camera app on his phone. Then why was it making so much noise this afternoon? I saved the footage. Clara stared at the screen. She saw Lucy sitting close to the washing machine, her eyes empty, her chin resting on her knees. You recorded her even when she was alone. I need to check for safety. What if there was an intruder? But Lucy is a person, not an object to be monitored every second. I don't have time to argue. I'm taking a shower. Clara stood there, her hand gripping the edge of the chair. She walked to Lucy's room and saw her daughter was already asleep but her eyes were still half open. Lucy, did your teacher say anything today? No. Did anyone bother you? Everyone doesn't play with me. Why not? Because I don't talk. I don't play. Clara bent down. I'll talk to your teacher. But you have to try to open up, talk to your friends. You're not a bad kid. But, if I talk, Ray will get mad. Don't worry about Ray. Mommy's here. Lucy looked at her mother, eyes red and teary. Ray doesn't like me. Ray hates me. Clara stood outside the school gate. It was cold, wind blowing through her thin coat. A middle-aged man approached, wearing a security guard uniform. Mrs. Clara? Yes. I'm Matthew, the security guard here. I wanted to ask, is Lucy doing okay lately? Why do you ask? I often see her sitting alone in the corner of the yard. She doesn't play, doesn't run. One day, she even sat in the rain. I had to use my coat to cover her. Oh my God. The teacher's worried too, but the girl won't talk. Usually when kids act this way, something's going on at home. Clara lowered her head. Thank you for telling me. I'll pay closer attention. I've got 2 granddaughters. Seeing Lucy like that breaks my heart. She's such a sweet kid, just, her eyes look too sad. Clara clenched her fists. That night, Clara sneaked into Ray's home office. On the desk, his laptop was on. She carefully checked the video folder. Hundreds of files recorded from the hallway, kitchen, living room, even the corridor. Clara opened a random file. The screen showed Lucy scrubbing the bathroom floor, carefully cleaning even the smallest stains. The girl said nothing, but her lips were tightly pressed, her hands trembling. Clara, what are you doing in here? Ray stood behind her, his voice icy. I was looking for a document. I need to prepare some insurance paperwork. Ray walked over and shut the laptop. Don't touch my computer without permission. Did you forget who keeps this house together? I just wanted to. Wanted what? To mess up the peace around here. Clara left the room, her heart pounding. Mom, today I saw that eye open wider. Sweetheart, how can a washing machine have an eye? It doesn't look like a human eye. But it sees. I saw it. Were you dreaming? No, it's not a dream. Every time I pass the bathroom, it moves. You don't have to pass by it anymore. I'll take care of everything. But, if I don't clean it, Ray will know. Ray won't know anything. Lucy flinched. Clara hugged her tightly, tears silently falling. The next day, Clara met with Teresa. I'm sorry. I can't take this anymore. What happened? Ray watches every corner of the house. Even when I don't know it. Lucy is silent, she's scared. Do you have any evidence? Cameras. Videos. But I haven't dared to watch them all. I'm afraid of the truth. Clara, you need to stay calm. If this continues, I'll have to report it to Child Protective Services. I understand. But how do I save her without hurting her more? Sometimes, the truth is the only way out. Lucy, tonight you'll sleep with Mommy, okay? Ray will be mad. It's okay. Mommy wants to sleep with you. Lucy nodded, but her eyes were still on the washing machine. Mom, if you open that thing, the eye will get angry. No one has the right to scare you. I will protect you, remember? But Ray knows everything. Ray doesn't know anything. I promise. Ray opened the door and stepped inside. Did you change the Wi-Fi password? Yeah. Someone tried to access it, and I want it to be safer. There's nothing in this house I don't know about. You understand? Clara didn't respond. I just checked the network history. Someone accessed the camera folder. I just got curious. Don't be curious. You don't want to lose everything, do you? Clara walked over to Lucy, who was sitting quietly. Sweetheart, come to Mommy's room for a bit. Lucy silently stood up. Clara, she needs to learn independence. She's 7. She needs her mother. She needs discipline. Like I said. Mrs. Clara, I saw Lucy standing alone at the schoolyard again today. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. I'm trying to help her. If you need, I know someone in the education department. They could offer some advice. Thank you so much. I'll reach out if I need to. That little girl deserves to live happier than this. Clara looked at him, eyes red with emotion. I know. That night, rain tapped steadily against the roof. Clara couldn't sleep. Lucy got up and walked to the living room. Clara silently followed her. Sweetheart. Mom, I just want to sit here for a bit. The washing machine isn't spinning, you see. But the eye is still open. I'll cover it up, okay? If you do that, Ray will get angry. Clara gripped her daughter's shoulders. From now on, I'm not afraid of Ray anymore. Lucy, did anything fun happen at school today? Nothing fun at all. Did you finish your lunch? I only ate half. Why not? I wasn't hungry. At lunch, the eye opened. Clara set her spoon down. But you were at school. How could the washing machine at home open? Lucy didn't answer. She pulled out a wrinkled piece of paper from her backpack and laid it on the table. This is. I drew it. Clara picked up the paper. A large washing machine, inside it a bright red eye with bloodshot streaks, looking like it was crying. Behind it, a faceless man with long, clawed hands. Her heart sank. Who taught you to draw this? No one taught me. I saw it. Where? Lucy looked down. In my head. At night, Ray sat on the sofa, eyes glued to his phone screen. Clara walked past, glanced at it. The camera app was showing the bathroom only dim lighting visible. You're still watching that? What? The camera. Aren't you tired of checking it all day? Ray didn't look up. I have to make sure everything is under control. No one knows what could happen. What are you talking about? You really have to ask. You keep sneaking around, it's only a matter of time before something happens. Clara sat down across from him. I'm not sneaking around. I'm just worried about our daughter. And I don't understand why you keep watching the bathroom camera. Ray snapped the laptop shut. Are you accusing me of something? Or are you looking for an excuse to blame me? I'm not blaming you. I'm worried about Lucy. Ray stood up, leaned close to her face. If you say one more thing about worrying about Lucy, don't blame me for what comes next. This is my house. You're just someone living under my roof. Don't forget that. Mrs. Clara. Clara turned around and saw Mrs. Martha at her ground floor window, holding a kitchen towel. Do you have a minute? Yes, is something wrong? Last night I heard something strange. From your apartment. What kind of sound? Like someone hitting the wall hard. Then crying. After that, silence. Clara swallowed. You're sure it came from our place? I may be old, but I'm not deaf. It was around 2 in the morning. Clara looked down at her feet. Maybe. Lucy had a nightmare. Clara. You don't seem okay. If you ever need someone to talk to, I'm here. Thank you. Really. Don't let this go too far. A child shouldn't have to live in fear. Suddenly, Lucy came down with a high fever. Clara rushed her to the hospital. What did the doctor say? She doesn't have a virus or sore throat. The fever is from psychological stress. She's only 7. What stress could she have? You should ask yourself. You're the one living with her. Clara turned to Lucy, who was lying weakly, cheeks flushed. Her small hand clutched an old stuffed bear. Mom. I'm here. Don't let the eye come near me. I promise. I'll chase it away. Lucy clung to her mother's hand, lips trembling. Ray, is the eye. Clara choked up. No, what did you say? Ray is it, he's always watching. Sweetheart, what do you see? Lucy didn't respond anymore. Her eyes slowly closed. When she got home, Clara went straight to Ray's laptop. This time, she was determined. She guessed the right password, Ray's mother's name and birthdate. Inside a folder labeled System Repairs, there were numerous clips from hidden cameras. She opened one recent video. Lucy was cleaning the bathroom floor. The camera angle wasn't from above, it was very low, near the ground. The little girl was bent close, scrubbing each tile groove. While cleaning, she kept glancing toward the washing machine. Another video. Lucy was crouched down, trembling. There was no one else in the bathroom, but a man's voice echoed, steady and cold. Do it again. It's not clean. You don't want to be punished, do you? Clara screamed and slammed the laptop shut. She burst into tears. Ray, what was he doing to her daughter? That night, when Ray came home, Clara tried to stay calm. I told Lucy she doesn't have to clean the bathroom anymore. You're not the one who makes decisions in this house. But she's scared. I don't want her living like this. Fear is good. It teaches discipline. You think what you're doing is right? You're making accusations. You're inventing things. Can you explain, then? Why is there a camera under the bathroom floor? Ray froze. What did you say? I saw the video. That angle isn't part of the security system. Where did you hide the camera? Under the washing machine. Ray slowed his steps, staring her down. You've crossed the line, Clara. I'm her mother. She's my daughter. You have no right. Don't raise your voice in my house. You want to walk out of here with nothing? Clara stepped back, no fear in her eyes anymore. If I walk out with nothing but save my daughter, I'll do it. Lucy, are you ready to tell Dr. Teresa? She won't believe me. You just have to tell the truth. But Ray will know. Mom won't let him know. I promise. Teresa sat down and gently took Lucy's hand. You can tell me the story like it's a dream. Lucy nodded shyly. The washing machine, it doesn't just spin. It knows what I'm doing. It talks to me. It says if I don't clean properly, it'll open the door and pull me inside. Teresa looked at Clara, worried. Who told you those things? Lucy stayed quiet for a long time, then whispered. Ray. Mrs. Clara, I see the girl tremble every time her stepfather comes to pick her up. I know. I'm trying to get her out of that situation. Yesterday I saw Ray, pulling her arm a little too roughly. I wanted to intervene, but he said I was interfering in family matters. Mr. Matthew, could you testify if needed? I'll go wherever you need me to. That little girl doesn't deserve this. Night. Rain poured outside. Clara held Lucy close as they slept. From outside, the washing machine groaned like a beast. Lucy opened her eyes. Mom. What is it, honey? It's angry. It doesn't like you hugging me. Let it be angry. If you open it, you'll understand. Clara tightened her arms around her. I won't let it hurt you. I swear. Lucy whispered. Ray hid the eye in the belly of the washing machine. The next morning, Clara stood in the kitchen watching Ray pack his briefcase for work. How long will you be gone? All day. Back-to-back meetings. You forgot your phone. Oh. Give it here. Clara handed it to him, her hand slightly trembling. Ray didn't notice, turning away. Oh, the hallway camera's down. Don't go anywhere far. I know. When the door shut, Clara turned to Lucy. Ray's gone. Lucy grabbed her mother's hand tightly. Don't open it. Clara kissed her daughter's forehead. I have to do this. I have to know the truth. Lucy, stay in the room, okay? Don't come out until I call you. But what are you going to do? I'm just going to check the washing machine. Lucy backed away, clutching her shirt hem. Don't, Mom, if you open it, the eye will see you. It'll know you know. It's okay. I'll be very careful. Clara took a small screwdriver from the kitchen drawer, then walked toward the washing machine. It sat silently, its white casing yellowed over time. But just then, she heard a soft ticking sound like a heartbeat. Don't imagine things, it's just machinery. She knelt down and reached for the edge, feeling for the connection between the metal panels. As her hand touched it, she froze. It was cold, not metallic cold, but like human skin. I'm just being paranoid. She slipped the screwdriver into a small gap underneath. Gently twisted. A click sounded. Mom! Lucy came running, screaming. Don't open it. It'll wake up. Go back to your room, Lucy. Lucy stood frozen at the doorway, eyes full of tears. Clara turned and hugged her tightly. I'm sorry, but I need to know what's inside. Ray will be so mad. Ray won't find out. That evening, Clara went to see Dr. Teresa alone. I found the camera. Under the washing machine. Are you sure it's a camera? A tiny lens, like a bean, embedded in the water tank. It points straight toward the bathroom. Teresa sat up straight. Do you have evidence? I'm trying to collect it. But I can't access Ray's phone or computer. He has everything locked. Then be very careful. I need to ask, if I want to take Lucy away from him, do I need a court order? If there's no protection order, it could be considered parental kidnapping. But if I prove he's been surveilling her, even psychologically abusing her, with clear evidence, I can file a report to Child Protective Services. But it must be solid. Mrs. Clara? Yes, Mr. Matthew. Today I saw Ray standing outside the school gate for a long time. He didn't call for Lucy, didn't come in. Just stood there watching. Around dismissal time. Almost an hour before. I thought he was waiting for someone, but he just stared through the fence. Like he was watching. It felt off. Especially since Lucy told the teacher today, it's watching. Clara held her forehead. Thank you. Can you do me a favor? Anything. If something happens, please tell the police what you saw. I will. I don't want to watch a child suffer in silence. Lucy, do you remember any songs? Teresa asked. I don't want to sing. Why not? Every time I sing, Ray turns off the lights. Then, the knocking starts. Knocking from where? In the bathroom. Was anyone in there? No. But a voice laughs. It says, "Next time you sing, I'll punish you." Teresa looked at Clara. This isn't hallucination. This is trauma repetition. Someone has terrified her so deeply that normal behavior becomes horror. Clara squeezed her daughter's hand. "I'm sorry I let this go on for so long. It's not your fault. It's the eye's fault." Clara found an old USB drive in Ray's desk drawer. Label, 2018, First Experiment. She plugged it into the laptop. The screen showed a different room, another washing machine. A different little girl, younger than Lucy, was cleaning the floor. Then Ray's voice. "Good. That's right. You're starting to understand the rules." Clara fell out of the chair, her heart racing. It wasn't just Lucy. She pulled out the USB and hid it in her pocket. That night, Ray came home late. Clara acted as normal as she could. "Are you cleaning the house? I saw some boxes in the hallway. I'm reorganizing old stuff." "You're not thinking of leaving, are you?" "No. You should remember, this property isn't in your name." "I know." Ray stepped over and picked up a glass of water. "I checked the cameras. One of the feeds was cut." "Know anything about that?" "No." "You didn't touch the washing machine?" Clara didn't answer. "Remember, I can trace everything. Even device connection history. I just want to protect Lucy. Don't use that child as a shield. You're digging your own grave." "I'm not afraid anymore." Ray squinted. "You're changing. I'm finally realizing how blind I've been. I'd be careful if I were you. Clara, I've submitted an initial report to Child Protective Services. But if you're planning something bigger, it needs to be precise. I want to take Lucy away. As soon as possible. Then you need a witness. Maybe Mr. Matthew. Or video, photos, recordings. I'll do it. When do you plan to act?" "Tomorrow. Ray has a business trip. Good luck." The final night. A storm raged outside. The hallway light flickered like a horror movie. Clara held Lucy in her arms. "Mom, are we really leaving?" "Yes. Tomorrow. Once Ray leaves." "Can I bring my teddy bear?" "Of course. And your sunshine drawing too." "Mom." "What is it?" "I'm scared of tonight. The eye knows we're leaving." Clara pulled the blanket over them. "I won't sleep. I'll stay up and keep watch. If the eye comes, what will you do?" "I'll tear it apart." Lucy smiled faintly. "You're like a superhero." Clara kissed her forehead. "I'm your mom. Nothing stronger than that." The washing machine suddenly screeched loudly. Lucy sat up, clinging to her mother. "It's angry now." Clara held her tighter. "Let it be. Tomorrow morning, we're disappearing from this place forever." "Lucy, do you remember what I told you?" "Yes. Don't open the washing machine until Ray leaves." "That's right. And what else?" "Don't cry. Don't scream. Stay quiet. Good girl. I'll prepare everything today." Lucy hugged her teddy bear tightly, curled up in the corner of the room, eyes vacant as if she no longer sensed time. "Mom." "Yes, baby." "What if Ray comes back early?" "I checked. Train ticket, meeting times, everything matches. He won't be back before 10 p.m. But the eye, it's still here." Clara sat next to her, gently brushing her tangled hair. "The eye can't hurt us anymore. I promise." 9 a.m. Ray left the house as usual. No glance, no goodbye. Just the sound of the door slamming shut. Clara immediately locked it from the inside. Then opened her phone and called Mrs. Martha. "Can you come up to my place for a moment?" "What's going on?" "I just need you to stay with Lucy for a while. I have to check the washing machine." "The washing machine? Is it broken?" "No. But, something's very wrong." 5 minutes later, Mrs. Martha arrived, wearing a purple knit cardigan, her white hair tied neatly at the back. "Lucy. Sweetheart, come sit with me, okay? I brought you some cookies." Lucy nodded, hugging her pillow as she moved to the other room. Clara returned to the washing machine area, a screwdriver in hand, her throat dry. "Clara, if you're unsure, don't do this alone. Call the police. I need to know for sure. I need to prove what he's been doing." Clara knelt down and carefully began removing the screws. After nearly 10 minutes, the front metal panel came off. Oh my God! Inside was a sealed black compartment, lined with soundproofing material. In the center, a tiny lens the size of a pen tip was discreetly embedded in the insulation layer. Wires circled around, leading to a small box containing a transmitter and receiver chip. "It's a camera, it's really a camera." Mrs. Martha stood frozen. "Dear God! I can't believe this. How could anyone do this to a child? I suspected it for so long, but I never dared to believe it." Clara took out her phone and recorded the entire structure inside. She zoomed in, capturing each wire, every corner, the lens, even the hidden slot at the bottom of the drum. "Would you be willing to testify if needed?" "Of course. I won't let that girl be harmed like this." Clara covered the washing machine with a cloth, then stood up. "Now I have to pack. Before he comes back. Lucy, we're leaving. To somewhere else. Somewhere no one will find us. Mom, the eye. It can't follow us. I've taken it out. It'll be angry. I don't care. From now on, I'm protecting you. I promise this time, it's real." Lucy slowly nodded. "Where's my teddy bear?" "I already packed it in the suitcase. Along with your sunshine drawing." Lucy smiled softly for the first time in weeks. 1 p.m. The door was suddenly pounded on. Clara jumped. "Who is it?" "Clara. It's me, Matthew. From the school." Clara opened the door and exhaled in relief. "What is it, Mr. Matthew?" "I just got word that Ray called the principal, asking why Lucy didn't come to school today." His voice was strange, like he suspected something. "That's impossible. He's supposed to be in meetings all day. Maybe it was during a break. But I thought you should know right away. Thank you so much. We're almost ready to go. I'm just waiting on an email from Dr. Teresa to attach to the complaint. Do you want me to take you both to the station?" "That would be great. I don't want to call a cab, he might be tracking us." 3:30 p.m. Clara opened her phone. An email from Dr. Teresa had arrived. Attached was an emergency psychological report, confirming that Lucy was showing signs of mental manipulation and trauma from controlling behavior. The report also included a personal note. "I believe Clara is acting in defense of her child and urgently needs legal support." Clara sent all the evidence, photos, videos, the washing machine footage to a trusted lawyer. Then she called Matthew. "We're ready." Ray showed up earlier than expected. At 4:20 p.m., the doorbell rang violently. "Clara. Open the door." Lucy flinched. Clara picked her up and ran into the bedroom. "Matthew. Please hurry. He's back. I'm coming up. Give me 3 minutes." The pounding grew louder. "Clara. What do you think you're doing? You won't get away." Lucy began to cry. "Mom. I'm scared." "It's okay, just a little longer." The door shook like it was about to break. Clara held her daughter tightly, trying to stay calm. "Matthew, where are you?" "Right below the stairs." "I've already called the police." "Don't open the door." Ray roared from outside. "Clara, you want to make this a big deal? You think taking the girl is a good idea? The court will laugh in your face." Clara shouted back. "I have evidence. I have everything. You should be worrying about yourself." Silence. Then loud footsteps. Matthew burst through the door. "Let's go." Lucy was wrapped in a coat, her head resting on her mother's shoulder. Matthew led them out the back exit. A black car was waiting. "This is my niece's car. Ray won't know." Clara said nothing. She could only hold her daughter tightly, her heart pounding. 6 p.m. The apartment was empty. Ray returned. The house was silent. The washing machine had been torn apart, its casing left on the floor. The lens was gone. His phone rang. A woman's voice. "Mr. Ray, this is an agent from Child Protective Services. We're requesting that you report for a meeting tomorrow morning regarding a formal complaint from Miss Clara Garcia." Ray hung up. His eyes glinted with a red fury. "You think you've won, Clara?" He walked to the washing machine and kicked it hard. The metal groaned. "I'll take everything back." Clara and Lucy were staying in a small apartment in Brooklyn, provided by a women's protection organization. "Mom, how long will we stay here?" "Until the police finish their investigation." "Will Ray find us?" "No. Mr. Matthew and Dr. Teresa testified for me. Plus, we have the house's security camera footage. The washing machine. I'll never let it near you again." Lucy smiled softly. "Mom. I'm hungry. How about chicken soup? Do we have bread?" "We have butter. And strawberry jam too." Lucy nodded, her eyes holding a spark of light for the first time. "I want to draw." "Draw what?" "The sun. And you." "No, I." That night, Clara watched her daughter draw at the dining table. The picture came to life, a blue sky, two people hugging, and a washing machine in the background, crossed out. She laughed for the first time in months. But tears still shimmered in her eyes. "Mom." "Yes, baby." "Tomorrow, can we go to the park?" "Of course. We'll walk around the lake. You like ducks, right?" Lucy nodded. "Mom." You did a great job." "Thank you." Clara squeezed her daughter's hand. Outside, the rain had stopped. "Lucy, do you want to color?" "Yes, but I don't know what to color anymore." "Want me to suggest something?" "You could draw the ocean, the park, or a house with a flower garden." "But our house doesn't have a flower garden." "Our new house can. If you wanted to." Lucy lowered her head, silently flipping through blank pages. "A flower garden, if Ray comes, all the flowers will die." Clara froze. "Ray doesn't know where we are. The police are investigating. Dr. Teresa is helping me." "Then are we safe, Mom?" "Not completely. But we will be soon." Lucy put her pencil down. "I just want to sleep, without dreaming." "I already told you, Doctor, Clara is delusional." "Mr. Ray, I'm acting in a professional capacity. The evidence collected from your surveillance equipment, along with Lucy's testimony, is enough to open a case." "She's making it up. Children are easily influenced." "What about the hidden camera under the washing machine?" "I was testing an internal security system. Without a permit, no notice, and pointed toward the bathroom. No harmful intent." "And what about the audio recording where a man orders the girl to clean and calls her it, you, in a demeaning tone?" Ray was silent. A restraining order has been issued. You are not allowed near Clara or Lucy. Ray stood up and adjusted his tie. I'll countersue for defamation. I have my own lawyer. The police are examining additional data on your computer. If anything else is found, this will become a criminal case. I'm ready. Clara, I've heard from the police. Ray denies everything. He says you staged it all. Not surprising. He's always been a great actor. I'm helping the legal team submit more evidence from the day I visited, including my statement about him standing outside the elementary school watching the yard. Thank you, Mr. Matthew. If it weren't for you and Teresa, I don't think I could have made it this far. I've seen a lot of cases. But yours, it gave me chills. I just want my daughter to be safe. And you're going to make that happen. Lucy sat by the window, looking out at the courtyard of the apartment complex. Mom. What if one day Ray stands down there, calling my name? No one will let him get close. There's security at the main entrance. The police issued a restraining order. But, what if he turns into the eye, and sneaks back into the washing machine? Clara walked over and knelt in front of her. There's no more washing machine, sweetheart. That thing was just an object. It had no magic. But his voice is still in my head. I'll help you erase it. Lucy nodded softly. When I sleep, can you sing to me? Of course. Back at the old apartment, Ray paced like a caged animal. The washing machine still sat in the living room, its casing torn off. He opened his laptop and scoured through the files. Every file in the D drive had been erased. He hissed. You think you're clever, Clara? He plugged a hidden USB into a concealed port under the desk. A window popped up, folder name Video 4. Inside were dozens of videos. Not just of Lucy. A different little girl. Then a boy, around 8. All of them cleaning, all of them shaking. Ray chuckled softly. If needed, I have more than you think, Clara. His phone buzzed. His private attorney. Ray, stop. It's getting worse. What? A child protection organization has stepped in. They have top-tier lawyers. If you have any videos left, delete them now. They can't touch me. I never laid a hand on anyone. But your voice, your cameras, your threats, it's enough for prosecution if the case gains momentum. Ray hung up. His eyes flared with rage. No one takes Lucy from me. No one. Clara got a call from the police. Mrs. Clara, we've uncovered additional data from Mr. Ray's system. A secondary drive contains clips from previous years. At least 2 other children were recorded under unusual circumstances. Oh my God. The case is now officially a criminal investigation. He may face multiple charges. Will Lucy have to testify in court? We'll try to avoid that. But if it becomes necessary, we'll ensure the safest environment possible. Thank you. Clara set the phone down, her hands trembling. Lucy stepped out of the bedroom. Mom. Who was that? The police. They're investigating Ray. Will Ray go to jail? I hope so. Lucy walked over and rested her head on her mother's shoulder. I don't hate Ray. But I never want to see him again. I understand. Mom, what if one day I hear his voice in my head again? I'll be there. I'll put my hand on your forehead and say, only Mommy is allowed inside Lucy's head. Lucy laughed. That's such a weird thing to say. But it's true. Night fell. Lucy slept. Clara sat alone on the windowsill, watching the city sparkle with lights. Her phone rang. It was Teresa. There's news. Ray may be taken into custody sometime this week. Really? The second drive had over 30 clips. Not just of Lucy. Some clearly violate serious privacy boundaries. Thank you. I don't even know what to say. Take care of Lucy. Let us handle the legal side. One day, I want to tell her, you're safe now. Forever. You will. The next morning, Matthew handed Clara an envelope. The police asked me to deliver this directly. It's an official order barring Ray from any form of contact with Lucy. Clara opened it. Her eyes welled up. Now we're truly free from him. Yes. Mr. Matthew. Yes. Yesterday Lucy said she wanted to draw you. Me? She said you were the first one who told her, you're not weird. Matthew was touched. She's a strong little girl. Because she had someone like you. That evening, Clara hugged Lucy on the small sofa by the window. Guess what? What, Mom? Tomorrow, we're going to check out new schools. Really? Yep. Near the park. They even have art and music classes. Lucy's eyes lit up. I'm picking art. Then I'll take music. You sing terribly though. Hey. They both burst out laughing. Lucy hugged her drawing pillow and looked back. Mom, can I draw an eye, but a happy one that smiles? Of course. You can draw anything you want. Lucy started sketching, humming softly. A round eye, with a smile, and long eyelashes. Is that Mommy's eye? No, it's the eye I use to look at you. Hee hee. Clara smiled, wrapping an arm around her. I'm so proud of you. I'm proud of you too, Mommy. Clara, Teresa called. I just got word from the police. Ray has disappeared. Disappeared? He didn't show up for his scheduled interview, isn't at home, and hasn't used his bank cards. There's a chance he fled. No, that can't be. I'm sorry. I know this is upsetting. Clara clutched the phone, eyes fixed on Lucy, who was coloring by the window. If he comes back, if he finds us. There's a warrant out. He won't slip past the system easily. Ray's good at hiding. He plans every step. But this time, you have us. You're not alone. Mom, do you like this purple color? It's beautiful. What kind of flower are you drawing? A nameless one. But it can talk. What does it say? It says, don't be scared anymore, Lucy. Clara tried to smile, but her throat tightened. Let's give it a smile too, okay? Lucy nodded. I'll draw lots of smiling eyes. Eyes that are happy, not creepy like the other one. Good. Draw as many as you like, as long as they make you happy. Lucy smiled. But a moment later, her hands stopped moving, and her gaze drifted. Mom. What is it? I just heard footsteps. Where? Outside the door. Very faint. Clara stood up quickly and rushed to the front door. She looked through the peephole. No one. But the doormat was out of place. A faint wet footprint was visible. Mrs. Martha. Clara. What's wrong? Someone was standing outside our door. Didn't knock. Didn't speak. Just stood there. Are you sure? Lucy heard the steps. Then the mat was moved. There's a wet footprint. Oh my God. Can you help me? Can you come up and sit with us for a while? Of course. Let me grab my coat. 10 minutes later, Martha arrived. She carried a heavy metal umbrella. I'm not afraid to use this, you know. Clara nodded and poured her a cup of hot tea. I'll call Matthew. Ask him to check the building's security cameras. Do it now. We can't let this go on. Matthew, did anyone suspicious show up on the third floor? Let me check the footage. 3 minutes of silence. Then he spoke quietly. Yes. A man in a black hoodie and cap stood outside your door for about 40 seconds. He didn't ring the bell or knock. Did he come back? No. He went down to the basement and disappeared off camera. Can you back up that clip? I'm doing it now. I've also called the police. They're on their way. Thank you. Truly. Hold on to Lucy. I'm coming up. Mom, it was him, wasn't it? No, sweetie. I don't know for sure if it was him. But if it was, Mommy and Mrs. Martha and Mr. Matthew won't let him hurt you. Lucy stared into her steaming cup of tea. Ray knows how to hide. How not to be seen. This time, he won't get away. He can hide in the dark, or in the washing machine. Sweetheart, I already took that machine apart. But I still hear it spinning. Clara hugged her tightly. I'll do whatever it takes. Even if I have to fight the whole world. As long as you're safe. 6:30 p.m. Matthew arrived upstairs. Police followed just minutes later. We saw the footage. We'll check the doormat for prints. But if he didn't leave clear evidence. I understand. Mrs. Clara, if you don't feel safe, we can help relocate you and your daughter. Thank you. But I'm tired of running. Then reinforce the door. Add locks, motion sensors. And always keep your phone on you. I will. Lucy quietly tugged on Clara's hand. Mom. What is it? Tonight, if I hear knocking, will you believe me? I'll always believe you. Clara triple-locked the door, taped foil over the gaps of light, and turned off all the hallway lights. Inside the apartment, only the soft glow of the nightlight remained. Lucy rested her head on her mother's lap. Tell me a story, Mom. What kind of story do you want to hear? One about a brave mom who saved her child from a monster. Then I'll tell you the story of a mother, named Clara. And a daughter named Lucy? Exactly. They lived in an apartment, with a talking washing machine. But in the end they win, right, Mom? That depends on what happens next. Lucy slowly closed her eyes. Clara gently stroked her hair. Then came the sound of the washing machine. A low hum, RRR, 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 from somewhere distant. Clara jumped. She knelt, listening. No. That wasn't the washing machine. It was something else. Knocking. 3 taps. Tap, tap, tap. Lucy's eyes opened. Mom, he's coming. Clara held her breath. She followed the sound. It was coming from, behind the bathroom wall. She stepped softly, lifted the small rug. Nothing. But the section of wall where the washing machine once stood had a crack. No way. She pressed her ear to it. Silence. Then a whisper. Clara. She jumped up and grabbed Lucy. Pack your things. Now. Mom. There's no time. Clara dragged the suitcase into the center of the room. Outside, the wind began to howl through the window cracks. She gathered documents, medicine, clothes, and Lucy's drawing. Everything was ready. The phone rang. Unknown number. Clara Garcia. Yes, who is this? This is the night shift officer. We just received a report. Ray may have used a fake ID to enter New York City. He was seen near the Brooklyn area around 6 p.m. We're here. We know. A unit is on its way. Stay quiet. Don't open the door. Don't go out on the balcony. Yes. Clara hung up, her hands shaking. Lucy clung to her mother's hand. Mom, the eye is open. No. Don't say that. It's looking, from inside the wall. There is no I. It's just us. And I won't let it hurt you ever again. 10 p.m. Rain started falling. Clara checked the clock. The police still hadn't arrived. The doorbell rang. This time, it wasn't knocking. It was the electronic chime. Clara held her breath. Who is it? No answer. Who's out there? Silence. Lucy hugged her pillow and backed into the corner. Mom, if he gets in, what will you do? Clara opened the kitchen drawer and pulled out a knife. I won't let him touch you. Even if I have to. The lights went out. Darkness consumed the room. Lucy screamed. Mom. I'm right here. Clara clutched her daughter, backing into the bedroom. Footsteps echoed outside the door. Clara, open the door. I know you're in there. Ray. That voice. Deep, warm, but laced with chilling threat. Get out of here. You took my daughter. You destroyed my home. You think you can get away with it? I have the police. I have proof. They're on their way. They won't be fast enough, Clara. Lucy sobbed. Mom, I'm scared. I'm here, sweetheart. Close your eyes. Don't listen to anything. A loud bang. Something slammed against the front door. A second time. A third. Clara tightened her grip around Lucy. Just let morning come, we'll be free. One last bang. Clara. Open the door. I know you're in there. The police are coming. Go away, Ray. No one's coming in time. You should open the door before I lose my patience. Mom, I'm scared. Hide in the closet. Now. Mom. I'll call you when it's safe. Trust me. Lucy ran into the bedroom. Clara locked the door tight, backing toward the kitchen. The knife was still in the drawer. I'm counting to 3, Clara. 1. Ray, I swear, if you step inside, I'll. 2. The police have your hard drive. They've got a search warrant. 3. The door shattered. Wood exploded inward. Ray burst in, eyes wild. You ruined me. You destroyed me. You ruined yourself. You had no right to take her. She's not your daughter. I raised her. You tortured her. You put a camera in the washing machine to watch her shower. Do you even know what you are? Ray froze. Clara raised her phone. Everything's being recorded. You just confessed. You're done, Ray. You won't make it out. Ray lunged forward. Clara lifted the knife, her hands trembling. Back off. I'm warning you. You don't have the guts. Sirens wailed. Red and blue lights flashed through the window. Ray stopped dead. No way. It's the police. You're not going anywhere. 3 officers burst through the front door. Ray was tackled to the floor. Ray Miller, you are under arrest for violation of privacy, threats against a minor, and obstruction of justice. Get off me. I didn't do anything. I just want my daughter. Your lawyer can say that in court. Clara. You'll regret this. No. You will. Clara, are you okay? Dr. Teresa. I'm outside. The police just told me. They caught Ray. Lucy. I need to go to her. Clara opened the closet. Lucy was curled up, hugging her pillow. Sweetheart, it's over. They arrested Ray. Really, Mom? You're safe. Forever now. Lucy burst into tears and hugged her mother tightly. You protected me. And I always will. We've completed the search of the washing machine. The device inside had a lens, signal transmitter, and a memory card with over 70 recorded clips. Oh my God! Ray's computer had logs. He tracked Lucy's schedule, bath times, meals, even minor behaviors. Did he keep photos? Yes. Photos, videos, and reminders like, make her clean thoroughly. If she resists, raise your voice. The eye must always watch. He used the washing machine as psychological torture. Exactly. It qualifies as extreme psychological abuse. What will happen to Ray? With current evidence, at least 10 years in prison. Possibly more, if other victims come forward. How many victims? 2 other cases are being verified. Clara looked at her trembling hands. I just want my daughter to live like a normal child. And now, she can. Lucy, are you hungry? I want chicken soup. I'll make it right away. Mom. Yes, sweetie. Will Ray come back? No. He's been taken away. He won't come back. Never. Lucy slowly spooned the soup, then looked up. I want to redraw that picture. Which one? The washing machine. But this time, it explodes. Draw it, honey. I'll hang it on the wall. Lucy smiled. Clara, the police are asking you to come in to finalize the case file. Just a formality. I'll go. Can Lucy stay with Mrs. Martha? Of course. She's been looking forward to spending time with Lucy. Thank you, Teresa. For everything. You're the one who stood up. Many mothers don't have the courage. I'm not brave. I'm just a mother who was scared. But you kept moving forward. That's true strength. Lucy, Mrs. Martha brought you these cookies. Thank you, ma'am. Would you like to tell me a story? I drew a picture. I drew the eye breaking. Sharp pieces flying everywhere. You're not afraid of it anymore. A little. But Mom said, each time you draw, you erase a little of the fear. Your mom's very wise. She's my superhero. Martha smiled, her eyes misty. Then today, I'll be your superhero's sidekick, okay? Yes. Clara, here's the final report. Ray will stand trial next month. The no-contact order is permanent. Good. That's all I wanted. Would you like to file for sole custody? Yes. I don't want my daughter tied to that man for even one more second. We'll help you with the paperwork. Thank you. From the bottom of my heart. Mom, I want to go to the park today. All right. But dress warmly. It's windy. I'll bring my teddy bear. So it can see real trees. And your coloring set? Of course. I'll draw the trees, you, and the wind. Clara helped her daughter into her coat. I'm not bringing my phone today. We don't need it. Just each other. Lucy hugged her tightly. Mom, last night I dreamed I could fly. No washing machine, no I. Where did you fly to? A place with purple flowers. The flowers were smiling. And you were there. Clara bent down and kissed her forehead. You're already living in that dream. Lucy grinned and took her mother's hand, running toward the park. Mrs. Martha, can I ask you something? Of course, dear. I plan to move away after the trial. Somewhere sunny, near the ocean, quiet. That's a good decision. I want to start over. Give Lucy a new childhood. Whatever you need, call me. Even from far away. You were the first person who noticed something in Lucy's eyes. I'll always be grateful. Martha gently squeezed Clara's hand. And now her eyes shine like a child's again. That's the greatest reward. Night. Clara lay beside her daughter. Mom, where are we going tomorrow? We'll sit in the yard, listen to birds, eat bread with strawberry jam. And draw. And draw. What will we draw? The future. Lucy blinked slowly. Mom. Yes, sweetheart. If someone asks, who is Lucy, what would you say? She's the bravest girl I've ever known. I love you, Mom. I love you, too. Always. Mom, what's a trial? It's where people decide who's right, who's wrong, and who needs to be punished. Like Ray? Yes. He'll have to face what he did. Lucy sat in silence for a moment. If I go to court, will I have to talk to Ray? No. I spoke with the lawyer. You won't have to. The adults will protect you. But what if he looks at me? He's not allowed to. And if he does, just look at me. Lucy nodded and whispered. I'm not scared anymore. Why not? Because he's more afraid of you than I am of him. Clara, I'm Laura, the prosecutor on Ray Miller's case. Are you ready? I'm ready. Today's the main hearing. Ray will be present but kept separate. You'll be the first to testify. I only need to tell the truth. That's the strongest thing you have. Ray sat on the other side, handcuffed, his expression cold as stone. When Clara entered the courtroom, he sneered. Looking good, Clara. So you won, huh? Clara didn't look at him. She stood tall, hands lightly clenched, eyes focused on the judge. Clara Garcia, how long did you live with the defendant? 2 years and 8 months. During that time, did the defendant attempt to control you and your daughter? Yes. He installed a hidden camera inside the washing machine, facing the bathroom, to monitor my daughter Lucy, who was 7 years old. How did you discover it? My daughter started showing signs of being withdrawn and afraid. She wouldn't talk, wouldn't play. I'd find her sitting for hours in front of the washing machine. And I heard voices in the bathroom, when Ray wasn't even home. Do you have concrete evidence? I recorded the device inside the washing machine. The police have it. There are also videos and audio files from the defendant's computer. Were there any particularly notable phrases in those recordings? Yes. Ray referred to Lucy as it. He said, if you don't clean properly, the eye will open and punish you. Ray roared from his seat. Lies. The judge banged the gavel. Silence, defendant. Clara stood firm. She doesn't know how to lie. She only knows how to be afraid. And it took me nearly a year to bring back her laughter. Laura, the prosecutor, nodded. No further questions. Ray Miller, do you have anything to say in your defense? I'm the one who was betrayed. I raised that girl. I was just trying to teach her discipline. By installing a hidden camera in a household appliance. It was a security system. I didn't invade anything. But you stored bathing clips. Private recordings. To monitor her health. I suspected she was sick. And the dialogue in the recordings? I was testing a training tool. And what about the other victims? A little girl in Portland, a boy in Minneapolis? Ray froze. Nothing more to say. Ray looked at Clara, eyes full of fury, then lowered his head. I have no defense. The judge spoke. The trial will resume this afternoon. But for now, based on the evidence presented, I agree with the prosecution. Ray Miller is to be placed in immediate custody and kept completely separated from the witnesses. Clara stepped into the hallway. Lucy was sitting with Teresa and Martha. Mom. Clara embraced her. It's done. Is he locked up? Yes. And this time, for a long time. I don't want him to go to jail because of me. He's going to jail because of what he did. Lucy nodded. Can we get ice cream now? Strawberry? With chocolate. A week later, the court handed down the sentence. Ray Miller 17 years in prison, no parole, and a permanent restraining order barring any contact with Lucy or Clara. Clara wept. Martha held her hand. You did it. I still can't believe it. Then look at Lucy. Lucy was chasing a butterfly in the public garden, in a white dress, cheeks rosy, laughing like silver bells. I just came back to life too. Mom, does our new house have a name? Yes. No eyes? No more eyes watching. Only light. I like that name. So do I. 2 months later, Clara moved with Lucy to San Diego. They lived in a small apartment near the sea, walls painted light blue, windows open to the breeze, no cameras, no dim lights. Mom, I met a new friend today. What's their name? Diego. He likes teddy bears like I do. Then you two are going to be best friends. He said, you're not weird. Mom, I'm not weird anymore. You never were. You were just hurt. Lucy hugged her mom. But now I have magic. What kind of magic? I can tell who's good and who's bad. That's a powerful gift. Just like my mom. One spring day, Lucy brought her drawing pad to the rooftop. Mom. Mom. What is it, sweetheart? I just finished a drawing. Let me see. Lucy held up her picture, a yellow house, mom and daughter at the door, a smiling sun above, and beneath it a washing machine, blooming with flowers. Why is the washing machine growing flowers? Because I forgave it. Clara was stunned. You forgave him? No. I forgave the memory. Clara hugged her, tears falling silently. You make me proud. You should forgive yourself too. Forgive myself for what? For being afraid. But you're not anymore. I'll try. Lucy nodded. And from now on, let's only look into eyes that know how to smile, okay? Your eyes are the most beautiful. No. Yours are. They looked at each other and laughed, bathed in golden sunlight. Teresa's calling, Mom. Hello. Clara, I just got the news. Ray filed an appeal. It was completely rejected. The judge wrote, this criminal has no place near any child ever again. It's really over. Now it is. You were the first to believe me. Thank you. No. I just did what every adult should do. If everyone were like you, there'd be no more Lucy's suffering in silence. But thanks to you, one Lucy spoke up. That's the beginning of hope. Clara wrote in her journal. Today. Lucy laughed all afternoon. She drew flowers, her mother, and even the past. But there was no more darkness. Only the horizon and a sun that knew how to smile. She closed the notebook and looked toward the balcony. Lucy was watering the plants, singing softly. Purple flowers bloom. Mom and me. No more eyes. Only hearts. Clara closed her eyes and took a deep breath. Freedom. Real, at last. This story is a powerful wake-up call about the dangers of emotional neglect within families and the devastating harm of manipulative control disguised as protection. It underscores the irreplaceable role of a mother who dares to rise and confront the darkness to protect her child. The greatest lesson is this: listen to children, trust the intuition of love, and never stay silent in the face of emotional abuse. Salvation doesn't come from miracles. It comes from courage, awareness, and unconditional love.